Scoot forward so that you're sitting near the front of the chair and your feet are flat. Your hands can be resting in your lap or down by your sides, wherever is comfortable for you. And we'll take a few moments just centering. You might close your eyes or take a soft gaze. Begin by slowing down your breath. With each exhale, you can let go of whatever's not needed right now. You can let go of any planning or problem solving or mental projects you had going on. You can let go of any tension in your face, your shoulders, anything that's not needed to sit tall and upright here. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you throughout your practice. Anytime you want to go more inward, closing the eyes can help. So let's start with a gentle twist. You can bring your left hand across to your right knee and right hand somewhere on the chair behind you, wherever you can easily reach. As you inhale, sit a little bit taller. And then exhale, try rotating a bit more, looking back over your right shoulder. And breath by breath, explore within this pose. Is there any more length, expansion, opening? Is there perhaps a little deeper twist and more grounding, more letting go? Keep going this direction, but turn your head the opposite way, looking over your other shoulder now, like you're wringing out your spine. And release and switch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, rotate. Breath by breath. Keep going this way. Turn your head the opposite way. Release back around to the front. Let's interlace fingers in front. And put some pressure between your arms like you're going to pull them apart. And you can decide how much pressure. You might experiment with a little bit more. And just feel how that is, what that wakes up in your shoulders, your upper back, and your body. And then release, bring arms out, flex your palms, push out through the base of your hand and try and pull your fingers back towards your head as much as you can. Curl from fingertips down as if you're trying to touch your fingers to your arms. They won't touch, of course, or maybe somebody's. Some people can, I can't. but going in that direction. And then again, flex, pull your fingers back, curl down, and then keep reaching and circle. And just feel all those little muscles of the forearms flexing and stretching. Go in both directions. And then release arms down. Let's bring the right arm up and over for a side bend. Feel free to, use whatever support you need to. Keep both sit bones grounded so you're not tipping over. Keep the right hip dropped as you reach out like a big yawn. And then circle your right arm back behind you as far back as you can. There's a certain sensation when you are at your edges. See if you can look for that sensation. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch. Let your head fall towards your left shoulder and then take your right arm out and down until the right shoulder pulls down, stretching right side of the neck. And then let your chin rotate to your chest. Roll back up to center, back to neutral. Left arm up and over. Big yawning reach. Look for that full extension. It feels a little like a yawn. And then circle back. Finish up the circle you're on. And then let your head fall towards your right shoulder. Bring the left arm out and down until your left shoulder pulls down. Opening up an area that can get so tight. Neck holds a lot of tension. Rotate your chin to your chest and all the way over to the first side. And go back and forth, half circles or 3/4 circles, watching the stretch move from one side of the neck across the back to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down. Feel the weight of your arms just resting on the back of your head. And release the arms, head floats back up. Lift your shoulders up and then roll them back and down. Do this a few times. Let's take the right arm up, bend it straight back on itself so you touch the same shoulder. Grab your elbow and then take it back as far as you can. And it can feel really good to explore your limits. What might get in the way of that is some idea that it should look or feel differently than it is. because when you explore your limits, it probably will look different than when I explore mine. It might look different than when you explored them 5 or 10 years ago. Release, right arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in as close as you can, and then draw back through your right shoulder. So can you find your maximum stretch right where it is? Release, arm out. Rotate thumb to point down, wrap it around behind the back, so back of the hand is at the waist. Interlace fingers at the waist. Pull your knuckles around towards the front. Elbows go towards one another, and then circle your right shoulder. Diving in to your full mobility, to what's possible, and all that that might stir up in you. Keeping fingers interlaced, reach both arms back, open up the chest. That can be done upright or folding. And folding is a direction, not anywhere you get. So you might just be dropping your head, you might be folding over your over your lap. Your arms may be reaching up and away from your back. Relaxing into the position you're in, just like this. Release, come up. Couple big shoulder circles. And release. Let's take the left arm up now. Bend it straight back on itself. Grab your elbow. Take it back. And when all the thinking is out of the way, the exploration about what is going on inside of here, what's interesting, what's useful, what are you curious about, becomes more available. Release. Left arm up, open it out, take it across, hook with the other arm, hug it in close. So practice you might bring is just noticing when thinking is getting in the way of being or feeling. It will happen occasionally for all of us. And release, arm out, thumb points down, wrap it around. This time when you go to interlace your fingers, try the other thumb on top. Knuckles towards the front, elbows towards one another. Circle your left shoulder. And sometimes as you're exploring your full range, you come across injury, illness, a limitation you were not aware of. And that's what there is to be with, to explore with curiosity, gentleness, compassion. Reaching both arms back, open up the chest. Fold forward any amount or not. And then keep breathing into the experience you are having. What's it like to be here? Is there anything in the way of you just being you? release, come up. A couple big shoulder circles. And then let's take a hip stretch. We're going to cross the right ankle above the left knee. Sit as tall as you can. If you're already feeling a big hip stretch, you may not need to do anything else. Just breathe here. If you're not at your maximum stretch yet, lean forward until you find it could be right away. Tiny little 1 degree angle and you're there. Or you come further down. And keep exploring. Is there anything to expand, open, lengthen? Is there anything to release, drop, ground, let go of? Are there thoughts getting in the way of you experiencing what you're doing? Let's release, bring the upper body back up. Extend your right leg forward. Flex and point your foot. Can you sit tall as you do this? Circle your ankle, big circles, as big as you can make, both directions. Release. Same thing other side. Left ankle above the right knee. Sit tall. Dropping the left knee down. Maybe this is your edge. You stay here. Maybe you look for it. Is it a little further forward? And we can play at the edge more and more subtly. At first, in an embodiment practice, there's broad strokes, just kind of feeling, where are my arms and legs? What am I feeling? What am I doing? And the more we practice, we can get a little bit more subtle, and there's no end to that nuance. So you are where you are in that continuum right now, feeling as much as you can feel. Can you be open to more? Let's bring the upper body back up if it was folded. Extend your left leg forward. Find the angle that works for you. You could go towards higher, but if it's too much, go lower. Flex and point. Circle, big circles. As big as you can. Both directions. And then back to neutral. So let's go ahead and sit back on the chair. We'll do a little facial massage. So much tension is held in the face, and when we let that go, it can really trigger a feeling of deep relaxation. So we'll do a little help with that. So you can start by rubbing your palms together, getting some heat and energy in your hands, and then place your palms over your eyes, sealing out the light, encouraging your eyes to not only close but relax back. Just looking into the darkness. Keeping eyes closed and relaxed. You can bring your fingertips to the center of the forehead and just rub from the center of the forehead towards the temples, and then come back to the center and rub towards the sides of the face. You can use your fingertips or your thumbs. You might play around with how much pressure you use. If you like a lot or a little, or different parts of your forehead like more or less. If you come across something tender, you might get curious about it. Either holding it with steady pressure or little circles. The intention of letting go what's not needed. And bring your fingertips to either side of the nose now, pressing into the sinus area. Just exploring. What's it feel like to touch your face? Some curious sensations around here. What's interesting? You can feel your cheekbones and work your way along them towards the sides of your face. And when you get to your ear, look for your hinge joint where your jaw connects to your skull, and all around there can be so tight. A lot of us hold a lot of tension in the jaws. Letting it go as much as you can in this moment. Having the intention of letting it go. You might give your earlobes a little squeeze or pull. Work your way along your jawline, giving your chin a pinch or press. And then take the heels of the hands and make a couple big circles into your cheeks, massaging the cheeks into the cheekbones and teeth. And then go back over any area that needed a little extra work. You could also give your scalp a rub, like a dry shampoo. You could give your neck and shoulders a squeeze. And then smooth over your face as if you just washed your face and you're wiping away the water. Wiping away any last bit of tension. Shake it out of your hands. Just check back in with the rest of your body. Is there anything you need to do before settling into a few moments of stillness? You can relax your hands in your lap or down by your sides. Just a few moments of not doing anything. Just experiencing the simplicity of being. Begin to bring a little movement back into your body. Maybe start with your fingertips and your toes, just bringing gentle movement and let that increase. Perhaps taking a little yawning stretch as if you're waking up from a good nap, fully refreshed, revitalized. And scoot forward on your chair again so you can feel the full length of your spine, awake, alert. Bring hands together at your heart. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks so much for joining me for chair yoga.